So today we will see how we can display the contents of a URL, contents of Django database on browser using a URL. So let's see, we have one project. That project is a banking project, and this banking project has one application. That application is customer app, and in the customer app we have one database. So let's go to the admin panel of this Django application. In this Django application we have customer app, and in this customer app we have data of customers. So this is the data of customers: customer name, gender, account number, balance, name, gender, account number, balance. Now we want to display this data through some URL like /all customer. So if I try all customer, this should display all the data of Django database, because I don't want to allow general user to go to the admin panel. So I want to display this customer data using a URL like this. So let's see how we can add a URL to fetch the data from the Django database. So we have a customer app here, and to fetch the data from this database of customer app, I first go to templates, where I create a user interface or a template. The template is used to generalize or used to display the data. So template is nothing but a simple HTML code to display the data. So what I will do is, first I will create a subfolder inside the templates folder. I have this templates folder which has home.html of my banking project. Inside this template folder I create a new folder whose name is similar to my Django app. So my Django is customer app. So the project is banking project. Inside banking project I have a customer app, and inside the banking project I have templates. For each app to render its template, to display its content, need a separate folder inside templates. Inside this customer app, let me create a new file, all customer, or let's say customer list .html. Now I will create here a template to display all the customer data. So let me explain you the code for this template. So for example, assume that I have a list of customer in this customer list object. So this customer list is, assume that this customer list contains all the object which you fetched from the database. Assuming this, and you can fetch each customer from that customer list one by one using for each loop, for in loop, and display this using the customer URL. As you know that every customer, in my customer model we have a default ID key. So where is this customer model? This is our customer model. In the customer model we have name, gender, account number, and there is default ID field available to every model. So basically we are trying to display that ID field linked with this hyperreference. So for the time being, what I am doing is, let me avoid this just to display the customer name, and customer account number and customer name. Let's display two fields. So we assume that there is a list of customer. We run a loop on that, and this loop display the customer account number and customer name in a list item of a unordered list. Okay, so this is my template. So this template assumes there is a data in this list. Now let us fetch the data from the database and fill this customer list. Now, so we go to views of my customer app, then views, and here I will create a function to fetch the data from the database. So the function which fetches the data from the database is very simple. So here I define a function, all customer, this will prepare a list of customer it fetches data from the customer model. In the customer model, I can fetch all the data, order by publication date if I have publication date, or I can fetch all, and then I will put this customer list which I filled with the data fetched from the customer model in a global context dictionary. So this is nothing but a dictionary in which I have key customer list and value customer list. So this is let's say this is a global object. We pass this global object here, and the model we have, this is template we have. So the customer list is a template, so pass this customer list template here, and the name of our app is customer app. So our template is stored in customer app folder of, and the template name is customer list. Now to this customer list template we pass the context. Context contains the latest customer list fetched from the database. Okay. So now let us connect this function through the URL. So to connect this function to the URL, we can write here all customer all customer. So let's run it again. So let's run it again. And check whether it works. So let's go to our banking project and let's run it. So all customer. So I have this data here, all data of customer. You can check if data is this data is present in the database. So this data is present in the database. Manish, Megha, Mohit, Ankur. So this data is available here. Ankur, Mohit, Megha, Manish. Now let us link this data. Let's make this a browsable data. So if I click on this 101 Ankur, it should display the details of this Ankur account in detail on another page. So let's create a detail screen to display record of a particular selected customer. So to make this, we make hyperlink out of this customer data. href page customer slash 1. So 1 means we have here customer dot id. So here we'll put the customer id. So this is our URL, customer slash customer id, the selected customer id. So let me run it again. See, if I refresh it, the links are there. If I click on any of the link like Mohit, my URL changes to customer slash 4. If I click on this changes to this. If I click on Manish, it changes to customer slash 6. So this URL should display the customer data of this customer whose ID is 6. So let's make the user interface for this page and let's connect using that URL system. So let's create another HTML page in the templates folder, customer app, to show the details Now let's write some simple code. For example, assume that we have a customer object. So here we can write customer. So assuming that we have customer object, so we can create an HTML page template where we just want to display that customer object. So this is the simple syntax to display that customer object. Anything put in the double brackets will execute and generate the content of that object. Now let's connect with this some function in the views. So we go to views and again declare one function. So whenever user click on that URL, whenever user click on that URL, which URL? This URL, let's say 103 Mohit. So Mohit's customer ID is passed here. This customer ID you should fetch this in the views function. You should receive this. So you receive this customer ID here. And you should pass this customer ID as a argument to fetch the data from customer model. So you get a customer whose customer ID matches with the customer that you passed in the URL. So data you passed in the URL is received here in the request along with the request object. Using this customer ID, you fetch data from this database and you received a customer object. A small case customer. Now you pass this customer object here. In the context. So assume that context is a global object. You pass this global object here. This global object contains one customer object. So you have customer detail HTML in the customer app. So this way you created one more view which will generate user interface for particular customer when a customer ID is passed to it. So let's connect it with a URL. So this should work, this code should work for all customer IDs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anything. So we create a URL which will be a generic URL. So let's connect with this using a generic URL. The generic URL which receives any customer ID can be created like this. We assume that in the URL we receive customer ID. So integer that will receive it, name it as a customer ID. Okay. Now we have connected everything. So let's run it again. If I click on any of the customer, I am able to see the data 109 Mega 191 Manish. So when I click on that customer, this URL is generated. This 6 is treated as customer ID. This customer ID is passed to this customer detail function. This customer detail function receives this customer ID. It fetches the data from the database using customer ID and get a customer object. This customer object is put in a global object or context. This global object is passed to render function, and render function uses that global object to display the content in the customer detail dot HTML where it is displayed as it is. So this is how we can render content of our database, Django database on the screen.